want to share with you this study that I found in Scientific American magazine. The title of the article is "What Would Happen If Everyone Truly Believed That Everything is One?" Because this has something that they've been studying now over the last, 5 or 10 years. So the article starts out with these two fabulous quotes. One from Albert Einstein. "We experience ourselves, our thoughts and feelings, as something separate from the rest. A kind of optical delusion of consciousness." Albert Einstein. Separation is a delusion of consciousness. And the Dalai Lama says this: "In our quest for happiness and the avoidance of suffering, we are all fundamentally the same and therefore equal. Despite the characteristics that differentiate us, race, language, religion, gender, wealth, and many others, we are all equal in terms of our basic humanity." From the Dalai Lama. And in the basic belief and understanding that we are actually part of a whole, a oneness that is the very truth of the universe itself. So here's what this article goes on to say. "The belief that everything in the universe is part of some fundamental whole exists throughout many cultures and philosophical, religious, and spiritual and scientific traditions, as captured by the phrase, 'all that is,' which they use in philosophy and science. The Nobel winner Schrödinger once observed that quantum physics is compatible with the notion that there is indeed a basic oneness of the universe. Therefore, despite it seeming as though the world is full of many divisions, many people throughout the course of human history and today believe that individual things are part of some fundamental identity." Actually, it goes all the way back to the pre-Socratics. There was the big, split in the pre-Socratics. Is it all one thing happening and everything is an expression of that? Or is it all these individual materialistic little specks of something that are randomly making the universe? That goes back to 1000, 2000 BCE in the Western tradition. So they did these studies and asked people, do you think about oneness? Do you believe in oneness? Do you think we're all part of a whole? And a quarter of the population has this as a fundamental belief, a fundamental understanding of life itself. And so then they created a ranked set of questions for those people, and those people who scored high on that scale of believing in oneness and having that as fundamental to their belief system. So it goes on to say this: "Those who scored higher on the scale were much more likely to have an identity that extends beyond the individual, to encompass wider aspects of humankind, life, nature, and even the cosmos. They found that a belief in oneness was related to values indicating a universal concern for the welfare of others, as well as greater compassion for others. A belief in oneness was also associated with feeling connected to others through a recognition of our common humanity, common problems, and common imperfections. At the same time, there was no relationship between a belief in oneness and whether or not people endorsed self-responsibility and self-focused values such as direction, security, or achievement. This means that people can have a belief in oneness and still have a great deal of self-care, healthy boundaries, and self-direction in life. Hence, the CSL vision: a world that works for everyone and a life that works for me. These are not mutually exclusive in any way, shape, or form. It actually shows that the more oneness we experience, the more we extend out from ourselves beyond just what we ourselves need to a larger expression.